Hello, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name's Rosie, and today I thought I'd do a sit down video with you on 24 things that you can do whilst in quarantine / self-isolation. Officially, New Zealand last night on Wednesday went into self-isolation for the next 4 weeks. Our government decided that it was best to stop the situation that was happening or reduce the overwhelming effects that it can have on our health system and the hospitals and the nurses and the staff and everything that are working really tirelessly to support people who have the virus. So we've all gone into self-isolation. There's like no cars out on the roads at the moment, but I just wanted to quickly put in before I start into the video, thank you so much to all the doctors and the nurses and the supermarket staff and the truck drivers and the cleaners and everyone who are continuously working throughout this really hard time. I'm going to put a link to the New Zealand government stuff surrounding what we're trying to do during self-isolation and everything, and the reason why we're doing it and what you can do to be helping. But I thought I'd just give you 24 things that you can do during this time to maybe make time go a little faster, have more quality time doing different things, and not get bored during this time period. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first one I want to talk about is Netflix. If this isn't a good time to binge watch, I do not know what is. If you've got a series that you are on like the 5th season, but there's 9 seasons altogether and you need to watch it, now is the perfect time to go right ahead and do a binge watch series on that one. I'm going to pop up on the screen a few different movies and TV shows on Netflix that I've been loving recently and that some of my friends have been liking. So if you wanted to check some out that you haven't seen before, they're up on the screen. Number 2 is YouTube. Another great way to bypass time, watch some positive people online. I'll put some up on the screen that I've been really liking at the moment. Some of them are a bit more inspirational, some are just really funny, some they showcase their loving families, and some are super organizational and productive people that just give me motivation. Yeah, they're up on the screen. Number 3 is to start drawing / writing. I think being able to paint or to draw is a great thing, and we have time to do that now, and being able to put your thoughts and feelings down through a brush or a pencil is a really nice way to spend time, and it's quite a therapeutic, relaxing thing to do. So yeah, drawing or painting I think would be a really nice way to spend time. Number 4 is learn a new language. I'm going to link Duolingo down below, which is a website and an app that you can use to learn a new language. I used it a couple years ago when I went to Italy to learn some new phrases and everything, so when I was talking to people I wouldn't look like an absolute stupid English tourist, and I could actually have a very small conversation with some people and say hi and bye and how are you and things like that. But you can learn a bunch of different languages. You can learn French, Japanese, Spanish, Italian. There's a bunch of other languages on there too if you're interested. Yeah, and I think that's it's a great time to learn a new language and gain some new skills, so I'll link that down below. Number 5 is study. I can't put it off any longer. We have extra spare time when we're not out and about, maybe working or spending time with friends or going to the gym and things like that, or are able to prioritize studying and getting the grades that we want to achieve. So I will be studying during this time period quite a lot, which I think will be good and will definitely help my grades and just to get on track with everything that I want to be doing and my goals that I've set for my uni stuff this year. Number 6 is do some yoga or work out at home. I think this one's super great because I feel like a lot of people go to classes or they go to a gym and things like that, but the use of your own home is a great way to utilize your space and your time by doing yoga or working out at home. YouTube has some great videos and things on different workouts that you can do, or different yoga routines if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, or stretching routines, whatever, and utilizing the equipment you have around your house, maybe using cans as weights for your arms if you need to, doing more floor exercises that you normally wouldn't do because you're in a gym using machines and using different muscles in your body and things like that. I think this is a really great way to spend your time while in self-isolation. The next one is learn how to cook. I love cooking, but a lot of people I think are really scared of it / they don't have the time to actually prioritize and practice learning how to cook and making new recipes and things like that. So now would be a perfect time to learn how to cook and to maybe learn a few new recipes or try a new skill that you haven't done with cooking. Even if it's just cooking for your family or flatmates, it's a really nice way to make others feel appreciated and valued. Even if it's making a pasta dish or doing homemade pizza with your family, or maybe trying to make eggs a different method. I think it's a great time to be doing this. So learning how to cook, I think, is a great way to utilize this time period. The next one is bake for your neighbors / friends. So I think this one's really important, especially if you have elderly neighbors and things like that who might be really terrified and anxious about going outside and not being able to go to the supermarket and things like that, or are just really worried about the situation that's currently at hand. Baking for them is a really nice way to make them feel loved and appreciated. And I'm baking for a friend this week because it's his birthday tomorrow actually, and yeah, just letting him know that like even though we can't come into contact with each other on his birthday, I can still show love for him via baking. Along that note, like maybe offering to get groceries for your neighbors and things like that would be a really nice thing to do, especially if you've got elderly or immunocompromised neighbors who can't actually venture out at this point in time. It sort of goes along the side of like letting your neighbors and your friends know that they're loved and valued and you appreciate them. The next one is clean your room. I've been putting this off so much over the past couple of weeks just because I've been so busy, and I've been able to put it off because I've been studying so much and I've been at university all day and everything. So cleaning your room, decluttering it, clean space, tidy mind, I think that's a saying. But yeah, spending time to just go through your stuff and like see what you like and what you don't like, vacuuming your room, changing your sheets, maybe getting rid of some clothes, etc. You know, cleaning your room I think is a great way to utilize time. Another one is group video chats. I think it's really important to not forget that even though you're not going to be in contact with your friends every day, to still spend time with them like you would, but in a different form. There's a couple different apps that you can get on your phone which are quite fun, and they're more like game apps, but it's with your friends that you play, which I'll put up here what it is, and then also I'll put the link down below for that. And then also Zoom, Messenger, Instagram and Skype are really great ways to make group video chats with people. Zoom is what we're using with our university when it goes back for tutorials and things like that, to have contact with everyone. And we did one the other day for a workshop that I'm doing for law with my group, and there was like 11 of us on, and it was super fun. And it's just a great way to connect with people just on a different level, and you know, make sure you keep in contact with your friends and everything. So I'll link those below if you want to know more about them. Play a family game of Monopoly is the next one. It takes all day for us to play a game of Monopoly. I don't know how long it takes you, but it's a great rivalry between people in the family or your flatmates and things like that, and it's a good way to spend time together and bond via a game. The next one is go for a walk or eat outside or have a picnic outside or something like that. The whole point of self-isolation is to be staying with your family and not with other people, so you can go on walks and things like that, and especially if you're feeling cabin fever around the people that you're with, going on a walk with fresh air and things like that can sort of just clear your mind. Or even just taking a cup of tea in the morning outside to sit and drink is a really nice way to get some fresh air, to feel the sunshine if it's sunny, and just to breathe in nature and be one with nature, if that makes sense. Read or listen to books or listen to podcasts. I'll link below some podcasts that I've been really liking. Finish the book that you haven't finished all yet because you've been busy, or start a new one that you've got in your house that you maybe used to read but you just forgot about it for a while, or listen to audiobooks online if you're not a fan of reading them, and get a new story inside your head, or gain some knowledge and information through a podcast that you might be listening to that you wouldn't have had time for previously. Spend time to, you know, have a little joy in your life through listening to other things or reading other things or gaining some new information and knowledge. Have a spa or pamper night, which I will definitely be doing sometime soon. Run yourself a bubble bath, put on a face mask, exfoliate your skin, eat some good food, watch a movie with popcorn, you know, pamper yourself, because I feel like a lot of people can really stress over this sort of situation, and letting yourself have some me time is really important, especially if you're with people for a long period of time. And getting cabin fever is a real thing, and it's quite frustrating. So yeah, having a pamper night or spa night for yourself is a really nice way to just decompress, de-stress, and just relax and spend some me time with yourself. Set some goals that you want to achieve during this time period. I've been setting some goals that I want to achieve. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It might be cooking for your family once, finishing that TV series that you've really wanted to and now you have time to. Just little goals that keep you on track and motivated for what you're doing, so you don't end up sleeping all day and doing nothing. One of my goals is to try and do the 24 things on this quarantine list and make an episodes out of it, called self-isolation episodes. It's going to be a really big challenge. I've got no idea if I'm going to be able to do it because we only have a month, so like currently in self-isolation. That might change in the future, but it's quite a lot of work, especially with university work. And another goal is to complete my tasks way ahead of time when it comes to university, so we'll see how those go. I don't know if I'm going to achieve them or not, but we shall see. Sleep in, and I think this is a good time to catch up on sleep, especially if previous you were only getting like 6-7 hours sleep a night and you need more than that. Sleep in or go to bed early because you don't have a schedule that you have to stick to at the moment, just because of the way working from home is and what you'll be doing in your spare time and things like that. So try and make sleep a priority at the moment, especially if you need it, because health is the most important thing at the moment actually. So sleeping is really important to just include that as an important part of your schedule that you'll have at the moment. Have a Netflix watch party is my next one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last night 2 of my girlfriends and I, we had a Netflix watch party. We watched Love, Rosie, which is one of our absolute favorite films, and it was so much fun. Basically, I'll put the link down below. You download the Chrome extension of Netflix Party, and then when you click on Netflix and you click the Netflix Party thing, you get a link and you can email it to your friends, and then they can watch the same movie as you at the same time and chat to you on the screen next to it what's happening in the film, so you can catch up and be rooting for like the same people in the movie and everything the whole entire time. And it's just really fun, and it's a good way to spend time with your friends in a different way than what you normally would if you were going to have a movie night with them. Have family games. I think my mum's quite excited for this. Also flatmate games and tournaments and things like that, because we don't normally spend as much family time together because we're all really busy, but we're able to now due to the situation we're in. So we've played Connect 4, we've played Rummy Cub, we've played Guess Who, we've played charades, we've played Sequence, we've played so many board games with mum and dad, and I think she's so happy about the whole thing, which is awesome. But yeah, get a pack of cards, play some games with your flatmates or your friends or whoever you're staying with, and spend that time together as quality time. Create some new playlists. I think this is really fun and important. Create some new playlists. Go on Spotify. You've got time to look at some new songs, some songs that you wouldn't normally listen to maybe, or you haven't got around to creating a new playlist and your playlist has been the same for the past 3 years. Create a new one. Listen to some songs, jam out in your room, sing along to them. You know, you've got time to spend creating these new playlists, which I think is really fun. The next one is probably some people will say a bit silly, but learn a card trick. I think this is super fun, especially if you've got little cousins to show it to and things like that. I might try and learn one, but learn a new card trick to just learn something new and something different. We have to Skype with our little cousins. Learning a new card trick to show them or your family or something, have a good laugh, I think is super fun. Make some montages of videos you have on your phone, you know, using editing software and things like that. I love, not everyone does, but you know, taking some photos of your friends or your family and making them into one thing and adding some music might be a really nice way to pass time and bond over some memories with them and share them with your friends to be like, oh, remember we did this and things like that. Spend time with your pets is the next one. I think this is really nice. You know, all the animals we have at home must be feeling so lucky right now because we're home with them and we're spending time with them. So do prioritize that time and spend it with your animals, your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, whatever, because we normally don't have this type of time to spend with them because we're always working and we're out and we're studying and things like that, but now we do, and I think that's really awesome. Then next one is write or journal or like write out your thoughts. I think is really important during this time period. One of my good friends, Emma, said we're living through history, and we really are. A lot of people can feel anxious and stressed and worried during this current situation, but writing out your thoughts and decompressing everything into a journal, even a daily journal, a weekly journal, is a really great way to get everything out of your head and onto paper so you can reread it through. No one has to read it. You can, even if you don't like writing, like type it into a private blog or something that you need to, just to get it out of your head and to decompress everything and really make it a therapeutic system that you have in your head, especially if you're feeling anxious, just to get those emotions and everything out. The last one, which my mum made me put down, is to do housework. Help out around the house, especially if one flatmate normally does all the work, you know, help them out and be like, hey, I'll vacuum today, or don't worry, I'll clean the dishes or something like that. I think it's a really nice way to show everyone that you're with, that you care about them and things like that. And, you know, reorganizing your closet or folding clothes and things like that. It's just a good way to have a clean space that you're in, since you're going to be in this space for at least the next 4 weeks. But yeah, that was all my tips and ideas for 24 things that you can be doing during quarantine and self-isolation. I am going to try and do as many of those as I possibly can during this time period. We'll see how I go, but it's going to turn into a series, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're all staying safe and healthy and you're adhering to your government's rules and regulations that they've been putting out during this time period. Sending virtual hugs to everyone, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.